Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Friday, February 13th, 2026. So, did you have an incredible streak of bad luck while working on today's crossword?
Well, it seemed like it, but eventually we got it filled in. But boy, it was a toughie, I thought.
Yeah, there were a few places where I had no idea what was going on. There were a lot of sort of like naticky places. And so it took me considerably longer than usual to get through it.
Yeah, it was a really big challenge for me.
But it was a good crossword.
It was excellent. It was excellent. There were some amazing clues that I really enjoyed. But
Such as?
Well, let me think here.
Okay.
22 across was it's what you should take in brief, and that was RDA.
Yes. I had a lot of trouble there. In fact, I think that's where I ended up because I didn't know 11 down. Poem so beloved by Abraham Lincoln that he carried it in his pocket and memorized it.
Yes.
Turns out it was The Raven.
The Raven by Poe. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
But I guess I didn't realize that was I guess I should have known that was the name of the poem. I mean, it's doth quoth the raven nevermore, but maybe I was thinking it should be nevermore. Anyway, so I didn't know the R of Raven. I didn't know the RDA. In fact, and again, that clue, it's what you should take in brief. I thought maybe nap.
Oh,
or maybe it could have been rap, take the rap.
Oh, yeah.
But but then I was thinking, well, maybe haven, the haven, or maybe the laven. I wasn't sure what the laven was exactly, but it sounded like a possibility. But the one underneath it, 25 across catches, I went for nets. I felt quite good about nets, except that it was wrong, and the correct answer was nabs.
Nabs, yes.
And so compounding my difficulties was 12 down. Cheryl Blank, author of the 2013 bestseller Lean In, Sheryl Sandberg. Did you know Sheryl Sandberg?
I knew of her, and I knew that she wrote that book because, like, every woman was reading it after she wrote it.
Really?
But I couldn't think of her last name, so I thought, I think it's Saunders. So I put Saunders
nice,
in.
close.
And then I thought, oh, no, maybe it's Sebring. And so I put Sebring.
Sebring? Isn't that a horse?
No, it's the name of a city in Florida.
Oh, okay.
But it turned out, yes, it was Sandberg.
Right.
Yes.
And so I sort of flailed around there for a bit.
Yeah.
Although again, the clues in that area were just terrific. I couldn't quite remember 8 across. I eventually did. Shoe shaping shoes lasts.
Yes, we did not know that.
Oh, that's been in the crossword before. Although there were a lot of answers that were not in the crossword before. Guess how many debut answers there were?
10.
Yes. Wow, that was amazing. Quickly, go buy a lotto ticket. And the fact that you were lucky on Friday the 13th
How about
just
that?
shows you how you were so contra-conventional, as it were.
So, now one clue our daughter took a great offense at was 15 across. A red plastic one might be worn on Halloween. Fire hat.
Hey, I wore one last Halloween. I don't see what the problem is.
She said, nobody calls it a fire hat. No.
What do they call it?
I have no idea.
See?
Fireman's hat. I said, well, they can't call it that now because there's fire women too.
Fire person's hat.
But she said fire hat. It doesn't make
It does
sense.
sound a little weird. Actually, the clue beneath it, which was a debut, skating venue, ice arena. I've heard of an ice rink.
Yes.
And that's all that I've heard of. An ice arena sounds like they made the entire arena out of ice.
Yes.
So.
But we got that one fairly quickly. But
Well,
and then one I had never heard of, but she had. 34 across, polite, friendly stereotype from the Midwest. Minnesota nice.
I've heard that.
Have you?
I've heard that before. Actually, and it takes on, of course, a huge ironical significance here because it looks like Minnesota in ice.
Yeah.
So, but, and I also had trouble, speaking of Minnesota, starting with 34 down. Honolulu, thank you. And I think they just should have gone with aloha for both
No,
hello and
no,
goodbye. But
mahalo.
mahalo. So I had ma blank alo,
Uh-huh.
and 40 across was goddess often depicted with peacocks. Well, it was ending in ERA. So I thought, Vera, that sounds like a good name for a goddess. And then eventually I realized, oh, wait, it's Hera.
Hera,
Yes,
yes.
which is a more conventional goddess. But, like, if you worship the people who used to shop at Montgomery Ward, they would be called Vera.
Our daughter knew that right away.
Really?
Yeah,
Vera?
I read the clue. She said,
Hera.
It's
Okay.
Hera. So, of course, I knew the one right next to it, 41 across. Someone singing something, Beetle.
Yeah, that was a great clue.
That was.
But I had no idea where they were going with that.
No.
So what? Is this the song is called Something?
Yes.
Is that the one? Something in the way? And it's called Something. Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
Okay. 41 downcoming, that B of beetle also gave us like some breath, baited.
Baited breath. Yes.
I wanted it to be fresh because that's the only thing I could think of breath being that would fit in 5 letters, but 'twas not the case. Oh, 52 across. 1976 Fleetwood Mac hit said to be inspired by a Welsh witch, Rhiannon. Okay, fun fact, I'm admitting this for the first time. I've heard that song many times, and I always thought it was Rihanna. And so, because if you listen to it, it's hard to hear that on at the very end. Rihanna. I don't hear that. I don't hear the end. And so I was like, Rihanna doesn't fit. Whoa.
Yeah.
You're just like the reincarnation of Stevie Nicks here.
I was just trying to think how that went right at the beginning, but yes.
We probably just lost 10 listeners after that.
No doubt.
So
sorry.
We'd like to humbly apologize for butchering one of the great songs of the last century. Next up, we'll mispronounce the words of The Raven. So did you get Rhiannon right away?
Yes.
Oh.
I wasn't quite sure how to spell it, but I did spell it correctly. It really is spelled the way it sounds. So, but yes, I got that right away.
Well, again, the trouble with me was how it sounds. But I knew it was, so I had Rihanna. So I was doing most of the work. It was just there at the very end with 39 down. Puts down was scorns.
Right.
So, and then.
Yeah. We actually ended up at the top of the puzzle, right in the middle, for 4 across, pokey accompaniment at times.
Right.
It was either going to be poke accompaniment or pokey accompaniment. And so we had the P and then nothing and then the ST. So we were looking for a vowel. But 5 down was what? Bishop's locale.
C.
And it was EE. And I'm like, that's got to be C.
Yes.
So actually, before we had the T, we
had a C.
We had 2 other things first. First, we had a Kai for 7 down. Cold drinks often topped with evaporated milk. So we had a Kai iced tea.
Oh, okay.
So we had P blank S A. So we couldn't think what that could be. So yes, but then we had a C because we thought maybe it's chai iced tea. And then I thought, well, maybe it's PESC because that's sort of a term for fish.
Yeah, right.
And I knew that fish it's actually in pokey. It's not on the side or accompanying it. But anyway, but then I thought, well, that bishop's locale, it's just got to be C. So then we figured out then we had PSSC, and so then we figured out, oh, it's Thai iced tea.
Yes.
So then it wasn't pokey, it was poke. What goes with a poke?
Right. Yeah, I had exactly the same journey.
Oh, yeah.
And listeners, as we mentioned before, Gene and I solved completely independently. And so, yes, I had PSSC, and I'm like, that's got to be wrong.
Yeah.
At least that, the advantage of that is it's a word that is clearly needs some TLC,
yes.
Right? And so, yeah, I knew C right away. but then I couldn't figure out why it was PSSC, and I'd heard of Kai, but not. I mean, I know Thai is a place.
Yeah.
But I guess it's. I
It's
guess
a
if you go
drink,
to.
too.
I guess if you go to Starbucks in Bangkok, you get
Thai
Thai
iced tea. Yeah, I wonder. I would be interested in knowing what the spices are in a Thai iced tea.
I don't know.
I bet they're spicy.
I bet it's delicious. 29 across. They don't give you the full picture. Movie trailers.
I love that clue. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
And
then also we had 43 across, sort of echoing 22 across with RDA. 43 across, alphabetically last nutrient in a multivitamin, often zinc.
Zinc, of
great
course.
Clue. That's a great clue.
Of course.
And I struggled with 43 down. Canyon with a much hiked section called the Narrows, Zion.
Zion, yes.
Did you have any trouble with that?
No, because we had zinc, and I thought, the only national park I can think of that starts with a Z is Zion.
Is that in Utah?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We had 35 across, a gift to me, le contraire de après, and that was avant.
Right.
Actually, it should be le contraire dad, D apostrophe. But and 49 across, I thought was cute. Visitor to a fertility clinic, maybe. Egg donor.
That's right. I also like 27 across. I thought that was a great clue. Dating qualifier. Circa.
Yes, I found that to be quite a challenge.
We did too, but I thought that was a great clue.
Yes.
A great answer.
This was a great crossword. Oh, one last thing. So 6 down was tiny nation claiming over 1,700 years of self-governance, San Marino.
That's right.
I wanted it to be Iceland.
Oh.
Because Iceland apparently has had a parliament that has been around since forever.
Really?
And so, but not 1,700 years, more like 800 or so. So, do you know where San Marino is?
No.
It is in Italy. It is completely surrounded by Italy.
I knew that now. Yes, I remember that now.
So I'm not sure why Italy didn't take it over, but a small mystery that will remain as such.
Yes.
So a great crossword, the second by Evan Mulvihill. And he did one in June of 2025, and now he's back in February of 2026.
Yep.
And his second Friday, so he seems to have found his sweet spot.
Well, very good.
This was a great Friday.
Yeah.
Could have been a Saturday too, probably.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Well done, Evan. All right, that is it for the crossword, but it is Friday, which means it's time for the Fun Fact of Fun Fact Friday. Do you have a fun fact for Fun Fact Friday?
I have a fun fact.
You always do when I ask, which is good.
Yeah. What if I said no? You would stop the recording.
we would yes, we would improvise. We would ad lib a fact.
So, well, one of the clues in today's puzzle that was mentioned earlier was ice arena, which made me think of skating, which made me think of the Olympics. And so I have a fun fact about one of the Olympians.
Wow.
And his name is Jordan Stoltz. And he is an American long track speed skater. He just won the gold medal for the 1,000 meter speed skating, and he set a new Olympic record.
Wow.
He is from West Bend, Wisconsin, which is just down the road from us near Fond du Lac. And he is just an amazing skater. And he started, being from Wisconsin, he started skating at a very young age. And he has won numerous championships around the world. World Junior Speed Skating, World All-Round Speed Skating, World All-Round Speed Skating Champions, but he is the youngest male World All-Around Champion in 46 years. And his time for the Olympics, he has gone to other Olympics, but this seems to be the big Olympics for him. And his time for the 1,000 meters was, let's see, if I can find it here, it was 1:06.38.
Are you going to tell me that's a minute?
1 minute,
Oh,
1.06.38 minutes.
wow.
No, yeah, 1 minute, 6 seconds, and then 0.38 seconds.
Yeah,
So,
every second counts.
So, but I discovered that is not his best record. He actually did the 1,000 meters in 1 minute, 5 seconds, 5.37 seconds in 2024 at Salt Lake City.
So you're telling me he's slowing down?
So that's the world record.
Oh, okay.
So he owns the world record, and he owns the Olympic record, and then for the 500 meter, he owns the U.S. record, which he did in 33.69 seconds. 500 meters, 33.
So how fast is he? I guess we could calculate.
Half a minute. I mean, so you know.
Let's see. He's doing a kilometer in a minute, basically. So he's doing 60 kilometers per hour.
Right.
Which is, let's see, 60 kilometers would be about. He's doing about 36 to 40 miles per hour. Man, I hope he's wearing airbags.
He really, really is going quickly. He also holds the U.S. record for the 1,500 meter at 1 minute, 40.48 seconds.
Doesn't sound like he slowed down very much.
No, not a bit. Not a bit. So anyway, but he is from, as I said, Waukeson. Well, he was born in West Bend, but he and his family own a farm in Waukeson, and he originally skated on the pond in the back, and they took the snow plow when it would snow a lot, and the pond would freeze. They took the snow plow and they plowed on the lake a big oval. That's how he started speed skating.
So you see, that's what I was going to ask. What was the track? Was it was an oval?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just wondering how fast he'd go if he had like a 1 kilometer straight shoot.
I don't know.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I'm sure it would be even faster. But
and how old is he?
What did I say?
12?
No. Hang on. I got to go back to my thing. He is 21 years old.
21 years old, man.
He is 6 foot 3/4 inch tall.
Don't know if that helps or hurts. I mean, you have more wind resistance.
But I wanted to contrast him with another famous Wisconsin skater, and his name is Eric Heiden. And he was the darling of the 1980 Lake Placid Olympics, winning 5 gold medals at that Olympics. He won the 500, the 1,000, the 1,500, the 5,000, and the 10,000 meter races. And he was from Madison, Wisconsin.
Wow.
And he also was just a little over 6 feet tall. But
we should point out to listeners that everybody in Wisconsin, apart from us, is about 6 feet tall.
Well, they
Men, women, pets.
A lot of tall people in Wisconsin. That is for sure. But anyway, I just went hearing these stories about Eric. It just brought back to mind. Or hearing about Jordan brought back to mind Eric Hayden and how we all watched him win all those races. And of course, 1980, that was the year of the miracle on ice, the U.S. hockey team that beat the Russians. So
they probably just had this guy on there, and then the Russians didn't even see him. Did you see where'd that blur come from?
Well, I mean, he would have had to beat a lot of Russian competitors to win all of these races.
Right.
So yeah, that was the Olympics where the U.S. just shone when it came to skating.
Now, what was his time compared to our current champion?
Well, according to Wikipedia, it says his personal best time for the 1,000 was 1 minute, 13.6 seconds.
Slowpoke.
Compared to Jordan. Yeah, about 6 seconds more.
But still flying just about as fast as a car.
That probably was a record back then.
Sure, absolutely.
But anyway, so I just thought I'd have a little fun fact about some Olympic skaters that hail from Wisconsin. So.
Go Wisconsin. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that fun fact.
Okay.
Actually, fun facts.
Yeah.
And that is it for today. Thanks, everyone, for listening. We'll be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of Saturday's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.